Have you ever laid in bed at 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling, and completely reinvented your entire life? You know the feeling. You visualize the business you're going to start, the brilliant novel you are going to write, or the new morning routine that will finally make you untouchable. In that moment, you feel an absolute rush of motivation, a genuine, intoxicating high. You are completely unstoppable. But then you wake up the next morning, the alarm goes off, and you do absolutely nothing. You hit snooze, go about your normal day, and the grand vision quietly slips away until the next midnight burst of inspiration. From the outside, society loves to slap a harsh label on this. People call it laziness, procrastination, or a lack of discipline. But what if I told you that your brain is not broken and you are not actually lazy? You might just be falling into a fascinating psychological trap where your own brilliant imagination is working against you. Let me show you what is really happening inside your head. When you vividly imagine a successful outcome, your brain has a notoriously hard time telling the difference between the vivid fantasy and the physical reality. As you picture yourself standing on that stage or launching that project, your brain floods your system with dopamine, the feel-good reward neurotransmitter. It rewards you simply for thinking about the goal. You get all the emotional payoff and the pride of writing a best-selling book without ever having to type a single agonizing word. Your brain essentially tricks you into feeling a premature sense of accomplishment, which entirely drains the hunger and drive you actually need to start the work. It is a lot like eating a giant, delicious slice of imaginary cake. It tastes amazing in your mind and makes you feel full for a second, but it leaves your physical reality completely starved of actual momentum. Beyond the dopamine mirage, there is an even deeper, more emotional mechanism at play here, and it is rooted entirely in perfectionism and fear. When a dream stays purely in your mind, it remains completely safe. It is flawless. There are no embarrassing typos in the novel in your head. There are no failed product launches or rejections in your imaginary business. The moment you take that very first real step in the physical world, you introduce the terrifying possibility of failure, of mediocrity, or of realizing you aren't quite as good as you hoped you would be yet. Subconsciously, you choose the safety of the perfect dream over the messy, uncomfortable reality of being a beginner. You act like a master architect who draws the most beautiful blueprints in the world but refuses to pick up a hammer, utterly terrified that hitting a real nail might accidentally bend it. But here is the beautiful part of all this, and exactly why you need to give yourself some profound grace today. This paralyzing cycle doesn't happen because you do not care. It happens because you care so incredibly much. Your dreams matter to you deeply, and your brain is just trying its absolute best to protect those fragile dreams from the harsh, unforgiving light of the real world. Your big, visionary mind is a massive strength, not a character flaw. You just need to learn how to trick it back. Instead of giving your brain the massive dopamine hit of the final, perfect outcome, start visualizing the clumsy, awkward process. Fall in love with the idea of being terrible at something for a little while. The next time you find yourself building an empire in your mind at 2 a.m., I want you to wake up the next morning and do just one tiny, wildly imperfect thing toward it. Write one terrible sentence, make one clumsy phone call, bring your beautiful, pristine dream down into the dirt of reality, because that is the only place it can actually grow. If this resonated with you today, I would love to hear about the big dream you have been keeping safe in your mind down in the comments. And do not forget to subscribe as we keep exploring the quirky, beautiful ways our minds work together.